Hey, what up, fam? It's been a minute since I posted any videos. This fucking coronavirus pandemic has been some crazy shit, so haven't really been posting much lately. Been kind of just bummed out, just dealing with all this bullshit that's going on in the world. But figured I'd drop the video, and say what's up to my fam, say what's up to the people still checking out the videos out there. And if you haven't checked out my videos, check them out. I got a pretty good extensive library. Hit the thumbs up, leave a comment, suggestion. I'm open to whatever. And if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. I mean, that's what I want you to do. We want to try to build the channel up. And if I continue to get subscribers, I'll continue to post videos. Obviously, if I'm not getting subscribers, it doesn't make sense for me to keep posting videos. Thinking about starting a new channel, so keep an eye out on that. It's pretty much just going to be like a blog channel. I have a pretty crazy life to talk about, so that's what I'm going to talk to you guys about today. I'm going to talk about the first time that I was arrested for marijuana possession, and been arrested quite a few times in my life. Been to prison for growing marijuana and distributing marijuana. And also for, I guess what's the word I'm looking for here? Got a blank slate on my mind. For marijuana transportation, shit like that. So, anywho's, let's talk about the first time I was arrested. Yeah, so I fucking I had this party with my homies, and we were, I was like 16 years old at the time. We were all kind of smoking weed and drinking beer and shit. We had a party ball. If anybody knows what a party ball is, hit a thumbs up on the video. But yeah, that was back in like 96 and shit. So my boy, he lived in the projects and shit. I'm from Pittsburgh, so there's a lot of ghetto around here. And I grew up with not much money and stuff, so I hung out with people, I guess, that were kind of like thugs, and people were like gangsters and shit. I sold drugs and stuff. We'll talk about those type of videos in the future. But again, I mean, I guess I'm just trying to find out what works on this channel, finding out what gets the most views. And I'm going to talk to you about some real life shit right now. So that's what it is. I've been getting kind of flagged by YouTube for posting videos with me smoking marijuana or showing marijuana, so we're not going to do that right now. We're just going to try to hit up a couple videos about, blogging and talking about some fucking shit that's happened in my life. Excuse my language for say the videos aren't, edited or anything. It's just like raw, uncut footage of me talking to you. So, let's get back to the story. 1996. I'm at my boys, I'm up in the projects, and we're all like smoking and drinking and shit. And next thing you know, fucking somebody called the cops on us. So Popo ends up, rolling up into the projects. We see the Popo. We all like scoot out of the fucking projects. We jump into my car at the time. I had a driver's license in a car. Packed a party bowl in the trunk, and we had a little weed pipe. I was actually like a graphics pipe at the time. I think it was a really cool pipe, and it's actually, they took it eventually. I'll get to that, but it was like one of these pipes where it was like a double chamber pipe. I mean, back in the day, we used to smoke on metal pipes and shit, so I mean, glass wasn't a big deal until like, I'd say probably the 2000s. So anyways, we would put our buds in like the middle of the pipe, and they would have like a chamber in there. And then, like the bowl was actually just two bowls screwed together. It's pretty cool. And we put our buds in there. We call it a double chamber. And we put two bowls together and call it a double chamber. And then we would smoke out of that. And we let that bud just resonate and resonate and resonate. And get all fucking sticky and gooey, like straight hashish, man. It would form like straight hash. And eventually you would smoke that shit and get fucking blowed out in like one or two hits. So, we're all partying at my boy DB's crib, and, God rest his soul, DB's deceased right now. Fortunately, is one of my good friends. And, we're at his sister's house, actually, Abby. And, somebody called the fucking police. And, you know, we all scattered. And, you know, everybody used to hang out at Abby's house because she was like a fucking freak. And, like, my boys used to run trains on her and shit. So, like, for real, like, 4 or 5 dudes would be, like, you know, going at it with her upstairs, you know, bending her over. She'd have, like, you know, one in her mouth, one in her ass. Like, fucking shit was crazy. So, you know, again, somebody called the police. The pigs show up. We scooted, jumped in my ride, and there was like 5 of us in my ride. It was me, my boy Brian, my boy JJ, my boy DB, my boy Sirs, and my boy Scott. And I think there was like actually 5 or 6 of us. So, we're all slammed in this little, like, you know, little car. I had a little Mazda at the time. And, we're trying to get out of the fucking projects. And I used to sell a lot of, like, weed and weight back then. So, I was, like, running the projects, basically. You know, I go up there and, you know, get a couple pounds, break them down into dimes and ace and whatnot. We just sit up there and slang all day, making, like, 5,000-10,000 a day up there off of weed, you know what I mean? And, you know, cops knew about it, but, you know, they couldn't do anything. They couldn't bust me, per se. So, anyways, I had this little weed pipe with a little bit of weed in it, and then I had this fucking party ball we threw in the back of my trunk. And, you know, we get out of there. We're driving, like, you know, trying to be real cautious, trying to sneak out of there, like, well, the cops are, like, looking for everybody. So, you know, they're, like, searching the projects, and, you know, we're trying to get the fuck out of there. Well, you know, we get out of the actual projects, but then this fucking pig gets behind us, and he's following me down, you know, down the hill. It's like 25 miles an hour, so I'm doing the fucking speed limit. I'm freaking out, you know, never been arrested before. Well, that's not true. I was arrested actually when I was 13, but not for weed. You know, I got arrested. I pulled a sword on some dude and told him I was gonna kill him. But, you know, that's another video. I have a lot of fucking videos about when I got arrested. So, anyways, we're driving down the road and I'm doing like 25 miles an hour. This fucking cop's behind me. I'm fucking sweating balls. I got a party ball in the back that's covered up by a bunch of clothes. And we had we had some paper and like plastic cups and, you know, on the floor, you know. So, I was 16. My boys were like anywhere from like 15, 16, 17, 18. I used to hang out with an older crowd, so, you know, I had some older kids with me. But, we're driving like 25 miles an hour. The cop's hot on my ass, you know, probably running my plates, whatever. I get down, I make a right. I'm down by the, like, little store on the side. And, you know, on the side of the road, this little store. All of a sudden, woo! Pulls me over. I'm fucking tripping out. I'm freaking. I'm like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? He's gonna know I'm high. He's gonna know I'm high, and I'm drunk. So, you know, I drank a little bit, you know, but I was smoking some pot, so, you know, I was definitely intoxicated. So the officer pulls me over, and I'm like, you know, how can I help you? He's like, step out of your vehicle. I'm like, okay. So I stepped out of my vehicle. He made everybody get the fuck out of the vehicle, basically. Made us all get out of the vehicle. He's like, can I search your car? Well, at that time I knew, and I even know better now because I went to school for criminal justice. Ironically, I'm a fucking criminal, but I went to school for criminal justice. Your Fourth Amendment rights say no illegal search and seizure. So that basically protects you if a cop ever pulls you over and asks you to search your vehicle. Say no. Say no. No, sir. You're not allowed to search my vehicle. And that's what I said. I said, no, you're not allowed to search my vehicle. And he was like, why? What are you hiding? Like, I'm not hiding anything. I just don't give you permission to search my vehicle. So, he gets his flashlight out. It's probably 10, 11 o'clock at night, you know. He gets his flashlight out. He's fucking shining his light in the car. He's looking in the windows. He's looking in the trunk. And this little Mazda I had was a Mazda MX-3 and had a hatchback. So you could shine a light right in the back window and you could see a bunch of like shit stacked up in the trunk. It just looked like a bunch of clothes because we had the party ball stashed under the clothes. So he was like, what's all those clothes in there for? I was like, well, my boy DB, he lives with me sometimes, and he lives in my car, so he keeps his clothes in the car. So and cops like, oh shit, you sure there's nothing in there? I said, I'm sure, I'm positive, sir, there's nothing in there. Can we go? He's like, no. I said, hold on, I'm gonna call for backup. So he calls, some more cops, and more fucking cops show up. There's like 4 or 5 cars now. We're pulled over. He's shining his light in the fucking car, and he looks in the back seat, and on the floor, he sees some plastic cups. He's like, oh, that gives me probable cause, those plastic cups. I have a suspicion you're drinking alcohol. He's like, I'm gonna search your car. And I was like, wait a second, that's freaking bullshit. He says, shut up, punk. He throws me up against the car. He puts me in handcuffs, and I'm fucking standing there up against the car, and I'm in handcuffs. And my friends are just like, what the fuck, So he starts searching the car. The very first place he goes to is the trunk. He looks in the trunk, fucking moves the clothes around. There he finds the party ball. Oh, you're underage drinking. Okay. What else do you have in the car? I said, nothing else, sir. He says, I doubt that. So he keeps looking, he's searching. He fucking had me standing outside for like 45 minutes while he's tearing my car apart. Finally, he looks in the middle console and he finds my marijuana pipe. Ooh, he says, look what I found. He says, is this yours? I says, no, I don't know whose it is. He says, well, whose is it? Somebody else in the car? Obviously, none of my friends would admit to it being their pipe, and nobody said anything. We're just like, no. He's like, well, you're in our vehicle, so you're going to take responsibility for it. So we're going to write you up for possession, underage drinking, and he goes, I'm going to give you a citation. I'm going to write you up for disorderly conduct, too. And he says, I want you to go home, and I want you to tell your parents about this, and I don't ever want to see you again. And if you don't tell your parents, I'll tell them whenever we go to the court. So I'm like, fuck, man, my old man, dude. I thought my old man was gonna kill me. My dad's like totally like anti-marijuana. He was born in 45, so things were a little different, obviously, than what they are now. And my dad, like, never smoked pot, and he just totally against it. Like, he obviously didn't want his only son smoking cannabis. So my friend Brian, I after the cop gets the, unlocks the handcuffs and surprisingly lets me drive home after he confiscates my fucking weed and my, I didn't have any weed, just a weed pipe, but he confiscated the pipe, so I lost that little bit of hash I had, that bud that I told you I was laying Centernade in the middle, and then he gets, he confiscates the party ball. So we're all bummed out, but my boy Brian's like, dude, your dad's gonna fucking kill you, bro. Why don't we go to South Carolina and just get the fuck out of here? And I'm like, shit, sounds like a good idea. Fuck it. So we all went to South Carolina. There's only one dude that didn't go with us. My boy Jeremiah, he's like, nah, dude, I can't go. I'm on probation. I can't go. So he stayed back. But me, my boy DB, Brian, and Scott, we all drove down to South Carolina, and we went down to Myrtle Beach. Hot in a car, my parents' car. We stole the car. We drove all the way down there, drove all night. Took me like 15, 16 hours to drive down there from Pittsburgh. And I ended up meeting like this little Southern Belle girl down there, Crystal. And we hooked up, had some sex. First night I met her, it was bomb. So we stayed down there for like about 2 days, and at this time, I didn't have like I think I may have had a cell phone. I'm not I think I had a beeper or something. Like, we had beepers back in the day. If y'all know what a beeper is, give it a thumbs up on the video. So anyways, I met this girl, Crystal, and we hit it off and shit, and then I had to decide that I needed to come back home. So I asked Crystal if she wanted to come with me, and I'll leave the story stop right there, and I'll say will be continued for the next video, part 2. So if you like the vlogs and you like the stories, hit the thumbs up. I got a shitload of these, and they only get better. So if I get a good amount of views, I'll keep posting these stories. I hope you all like it. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the fucking subscribe button. And you are talking to the one, the only, the real Mr. THC. Legit as fuck. Been in this game for 25 years. Served prison time for growing, you know, producing, distributing, manufacturing. And, you know, right now I'm just trying to live a good life, live a legal life, and keep it real. So, you know, it is what it is. But if y'all like the videos and you like the vlogs and you like the real stories and you like the real story times, let me know. And again, I will finish this story in a to be continued video. But thanks for tuning in. Have a great one. Stay safe out there. Mask the fuck up. COVID's a real thing. You could die from it. You could get sick. You could infect others. So mask the fuck up. Peace out.